Hello, my marvellous sausages, and here we are for another Destiny 2 weekly reset, 23rd of January, 2024. I got the year right this time. And look, what we've got here, first of all, we've got Iron Banana back for the week. Let's go and have a look at old Salatin and see what's what. Haven't played it that much this season, although I am on rank 7, so close to get a reset. We do have this rather nice Lethal Abundance auto rifle that's up for grabs as well. We've also got the Rizwalker there, the Point of the Stag, and the Guiding Sight, and a pretty cool emblem that I still haven't got yet, but I will. And it's worth noting as well, I don't know if you realise, you used to be able to have transmogs, you know, the transmog currency in order to unlock these ornaments, but now it's just iron engrams, 3 of those, and 10,000 glimmer. So that's pretty cool for the older stuff there if you want to pick it up. But yes, so there we go, we know Iron Banana is back. Now there is something that's happened in how we select this baby. Let me go to the Crucible here. So it says now control is now pickable at the time. So we got tribute, what have we got here? Or control, look, there we are. So you can pick your game mode, which is actually quite nice there. That's a first for Iron Banana. Lovely. Now I can't give you the light GG grades for these, but I'll give you my opinion of the roles here of the weapons this week. Well, actually, this is just daily, remember? So this is going to flick and change now by midnight UK time. Shooter Loot and Golden Tricorn, not too bad. Auto-loading Holster and Demolitionist, not too bad either. Velpulcular, now that's pretty good with Headstone on it. That's not a bad little perk to have on it there, particularly if you're a stasis wielder. Good for the disparity as well, Headstone and Moving Target. That's not bad at all either. And then we've got the Bump in the Night. Now, of course, this role I don't think is very good at all, but you can use this and craft it. So you can take this and apply some deep sight harmonizers to it. Same goes for this baby as well, a disparity. You can craft that one as well. And here we are downstairs with Ada the Shader. What have you got there, Ada, in your wear-sickles? What have we got here? We've got we got Bogosian Knight again, which is a good shader, but we've had that quite frequently now, haven't we, really? You can see the things are moving on my bottom part of my coat. We got Flowers of Io Worn, super rare back in the day, but I think everybody's got it now. It actually looks quite good on that getup, doesn't it? Yes. I like the creamy kegs. Yes. And then finally, New Monarchy Diamonds. The New Monarchies are generally pretty good anyway. Yeah, that's pretty good. Although it does make my coat look like a picnic blanket dinner jacket hybrid. Oh, but it's got, look at that. It goes on the exotic weapon, and you can't do that normally, because what you can see here when he's holding it is the shader going on it. But you can't do that normally, so that's pretty cool, yes. And let's have a look at the Vanguard Ops this week. We've got a Grenadier in there. Grenade abilities deal more damage and recharge much faster. We've got a Void Surge, a Strand Surge, and there's a Void Threat in there as well. Let's go down to the old Nightfall and have a little look at that. What is the Nightfall this week? I don't even know myself. It's on Neomuna, so it's Hypernet Current. Lovely. And we've got Overloads and Unstoppables. We've got an Arc Threat this time. And Denial. Yes, that's the river in Egypt. And then we've got the Stasis Surge. We've got the Solar Surge. And we've also got the Overcharged Grenade Launcher in there too. And the Nightfall specific weapon is the Pre-Astyanax 4 Adept Bow. I have terrible trouble with that. This, of course, is only available in the Grandmaster, but there's a non-adept version as well, which you can get from the normal Nightfalls. Nice. Now, over to Crucible, and as you know, we've got the Iron Banana event there as well, but we do have extra XP this week in the Crucible. That's where that's happening. We've also got Zone Control in here. There's your competitive. There's your elimination. Checkmate clashes in the labs, and we've also got Rumble there, of course. Then moving into the Legends tab, of course, and the Vox Obscura mission is the exotic mission this week for your Pinnacle gear. Get yourself a dead messenger there. This week's Pinnacle raid is the Garden of Salvation, and the Pinnacle dungeon is the Spire of the Watcher. Nice. And for Dares of Eternity, the Legend version, what do we have here? We've got the Taken Cabal, and Zydron is your enemy git face at the end there. We've also got a Solar Threat in there too, and we've got a Stasis Surge and a Solar Surge, and we've also got an Overcharge on Glaives and Linear Fusions also. Now we have had our Week 9 seasonal challenges drop. Let's have a little look at what we've got here. Ooh, lots of Bright Dust this week, which looks good. Dragon's Defender 4, defeat targets with Pulsar Scout Rifles, gain additional progress from Guardian, Final Blows, and Final Blows within Riven's Lair or the Coil. So we've got Bright Dust, you're lost in Legend, complete a lost sector on Legend or higher, easy peasy. easy. Over-specialized, get final blows with weapons in the energy slot while in ritual activities. Earn bonus progress for defeating guardians. Eyeing Iron, complete Crucible matches, earn bonuses in Iron Banner. That's good this week. These are all percentage-based, look. Defeat champions in any Nightfall strike on hero difficulty or higher. Nice bright dust there, and close range calibration. Sidearms, submachine guns, shotguns, glaives, swords. Bonus progress for defeating guardians. Ooh, a nice stash of bright dust to pick up there. And talking of bright dust, let's go and have a little look and see what we've got in the shop in the old Eververse here. First of all, let's have a look. Whispered Sheen shader. Let's have a look at that. Well, it's quite nice. Yes, that's quite nice. That's quite... Ooh, looks good. Gives you a woody helmet. Yes, makes your helmet all woody. Metropolitan Acoustics, which I can swear was here last week, unless I'm thinking of something else. I probably am. I don't know. Somebody mentioned something in the comments. Anyway, there it is. Look, it's very green and blue. Look at my Wishkeeper looking all green and blue. How bizarre is that, eh? And then we've got a Reef Oracle Transmit effect, which is actually quite nice. I quite like that. Yeah, that's good. We've got the eggshell, or the E99 shell, which kind of reminds me of Eva from Wall-E. Yes, Wall-E. What's the matter with me? Is something wrong with you? Looks very nice. What do we have here? How much was that? 2,850. God, that's a lot. We've got the High Seas Dance, which is which my son said, that's very annoying. And, you know, he might be right. Yes, there we go. There's that. Pop down to the rest of it. What do we have here? Stress Ball. Oh, it's the Ghostly Squasher, which is quite nice. Squeezing, what's he called? What's his name? Flint. No, it's not. Glint. No, what's he called? What's Sabathoon's ghost called, for God's sake? I can't remember. Anyway, yes, there we are. There's him being pummeled. We've got Unacceptable Emote here, which is quite irritating, really. Wobbly Arms is quite funny. Is it Endless? No, it's not, which is a shame. So there we go. There's that. Now then, we're on to... We've got quite a few bits of exoticness this week. The Wanderer's Ghost Shell, which is very nice, actually. Season of Defiance or Season of the Lost? One of the two. Yes, look at that. That's quite cool looking. It's huge. Yes, I quite like that one. Celestial Kestrel, which I absolutely love, and I can't help but try some of these on it. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, it's got little twinkly lights on it. It's a nice looking ship, this. Oh, it's on it anyway. Yeah, look at that. Look, that's a cracker, that is, as Frank Carson used to say. There we go, that's good. And then we got the War-Torn Peregrine. People who don't know who Frank Carson is, well, I don't blame you. War-Torn Peregrine. And this is basically a smashed up sparrow. All the way from Season of the Haunted. Yes, that's right. Not my cup of tea. Let's have a look at the jets. That's very nice. Now this is the pick of the week, quite frankly. Tractor Cannon, because you can pick one of these up really, really easily from what's his face on the not the EDZ. What's the other one called? You know, the Cosmodrome. What's he called? Shohan. That's his name. He's got an exotic mission you can just pick up there. I believe you have to have this year's expansion to be able to get it, though, which would be Nightfall. But look, it's the Omnipotentia, and it's for the Tractor Cannon. And I didn't even realize this, but it changes it into a large beatbox stereo type thing. Yes, complete with pulsating speakers. Great. Then we've got the Daily Bread Ghost Projection, which is Daily Bready. Yes, there we go. That's good. Inflorescence Transmit effect, which is kind of like the other one, but gold. The spring one. Reef Shimmer. That's an old one. That's a nice one, because it all clings to the body when you come in. Look, that's actually quite nice. The reflection effects here. Trials of Osiris. Not Trials of Osiris, the Osiris one. What's it called? That's quite cool. Yeah, we like that. Okay, shaders. We have the Trinity shader, which is kind of beaten up greens and browns. Very nice. We've got this, the Lucid shader. Let's have a look at that. That's also worn. Look. Oh, look, it's got cracks on your helmet. Sounds painful. We've got the Chitin Slate, or the Chitin Slate, if you want to say it like that and be irritating. Yes. Yes, there we go. Not my cup of tea. And then we've got the Verdigris as well, which is a kind of a greeny grey one as well. You look like you should be on an ornament in an old stately home, in one of the rooms that they don't ever go into, so it feels really cold and musty. That's what I think you look like there. And we've had another update today. Destiny 2 update 7.3.0.6.0.007. The Crucible competitive intro quest Ascending the Divisions has been removed. Interesting. Trials of Osiris fixed an issue where the quitter penalty was not working in Trials of Osiris Labs, and the Iron Banana control is now selectable mode while others are features. An L in the wild. Yeah. Fixed an issue where Eruption was missing voiceover lines. Nice. Seasonal activities. So in general, like spike traps are now slightly more forgiving when jumping over them. Thank God for that. I've lost count of the amount of times I've been rammed up the jacksie. Fixed an issue where the final radio message of the season didn't complete the Ahamkara Tales Triumph, so we've listened to all the messages. It didn't just show up in the Triumph. Fair enough. And they've also fixed an issue where the rolled stats Triumph didn't take tier 1 purchases into consideration. Ooh, nice, there we are, good. Riven's Lair, they fixed an issue where Vex detain missiles tracked enemies instead of players. Damn, missed out on that. In the Coil, they fixed an issue where dialogues are not considered the player's current progression in the seasonal narrative would play, so that was quite confusing. They fixed that. They fixed an issue where the 100,000 points challenge didn't reset weekly. And they've also fixed an issue where the Strand enhancement buff was giving the stasis enhancement buff instead. Confused we were, yes. In Starcrossed, and this is a complete git, they fixed an issue where players could damage the boss from outside the arena. So solo runs now of the Starcrossed, particularly in Legendary, have just gotten an awful lot harder to do because we could stand outside and shoot the boss from outside. Never mind, we'll have to rely on our skill, eh? Yeah, our skill. Next, we've got fixed an issue where players could get trapped below the floor. I haven't noticed that myself. In the Warlord's Ruin, they fixed an issue where players could get trapped in a death loop inside the hidden room before the final encounter. And they've also reverted the right side Warlord totem fix that was causing more totem spawning issues. A new fix is being investigated for a future update. Then in gameplay and investment for the armor, the Peregrine Greaves no longer deals additional bonus damage to boss level tormentors like Nezarec. And for the Farty Act, fix an issue preventing some versions of artifacts from previous seasons from being correctly cleared from players' inventories, right? Weapons fixes. The enhanced deconstruct incorrectly displayed the attrition orb perk. That's been changed. Fixed an issue where the enhanced adept word of Crota hand cannon could incorrectly gain certain magazine perks. Right, fair enough. Invalid magazines will be removed and replaced with valid magazine options. They also fixed an issue where the seasonal bow Lethophobia was missing a bow charge meter. And fixed an issue where the precision instrument perk would not grant its damage bonus against divinity cages. And then finally, the friendly feet dance emote will now show expected prompts for its standard and multiplayer interactions. Returning players were unable to use a fire team finder even above Guardian rank 5. They fixed that. And finally, they fixed an issue where the Dawning Triumph for the Reveler title couldn't be completed. It's a bit of a git about that Star-Crossed boss cheese. But there we go. I'm going to have to do it properly now, aren't I? Now, I don't usually talk about the TWAB, but I really want to on this reset because things are afoot. First thing that's afoot is the sparkling new Glimmer Cap look. It says, make it a double, 500,000 little blue pieces of programmable matter. So that means 500,000 for your Glimmer Cap, which is going to drop on the 30th of January. So we're getting a cap upgrade there. That's brilliant. And something else that everybody's been asking for, and this is completely brilliant, we can now change the way we look. So you can change your body, your face, your hair, your marking, but you won't be able to change your race. So you've picked human, you have to stay human. Same goes for Awoken and for Exo. But it does say that it's going to go live in an update before the release of the final shape, but we don't exactly have a date yet. But still, it's going to be before the final shape, which allows us to fiddle with the way we look for the final shape itself. But here's a question. Would you want to change how your Guardians looked for the last, 8 years or 10 years? In the last possible episode. You want them in there to the end, don't you? Yes, that's right. So I'll probably change mine after the final shape so I can get my stupid Fizzog in all the different cutscenes, yes. They've also said you'll be able to modify the appearance of your Guardians anytime, so there's going to be no cost or limit to the number of changes. That's very, very nice. Something else they've mentioned as well, in a March update, they'll be resetting the Synthweave bounty cap to give everyone even more opportunities to customize their look when this feature goes live. So basically, if you've used all your transmogs by now, which I have already for my Warlock, I can't get any more. And we're up until June, aren't we? But they're going to be resetting the cap in a March update, so we've got a bit of time there. We'll have an extra 10. That's very nice indeed. And content-wise, we're getting some extra stuff now on January the 30th called Riven's Wishes. They're going to provide new weekly pursuits that players can complete to redeem a prize of their choosing from a pool of rewards each week for 6 weeks. So that very same day, we'll also kick off Moments of Triumph. That's returning as well on the same day, which will offer both in-game and physical Bungie rewards, as well as the 30 challenges to honour your last years of achievement. So that's interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens with those Riven's Wishes, and if the weapon pool is anything, well, a bit different, instead of it just being a sort of jazzed-up world loot pool. Do you know what I mean? Now, I have done a little video on a brilliant strand build that you can use to give yourself a tsunami of threadlings. Yeah, see what I did there? Yeah, there we are. Well, that's live now. Go and have a squiz of that and give it a spin with your Warlock. It really is great fun, and it utilises the new Wish Ender with the Hatchling Catalyst upgrade on it, and it's great fun. And the Snare Weaver, or what it's called, a Snare Weaver, or Snare Trap Weaver doodah thing that it's got, is really good now using this Hatchling. Go and have a look at the build. I can guarantee you'll have a right laugh, and it'll open up the game for you and make it feel a bit more fresh. So there we go, a quiet week in regard to new story stuff. Of course, we're going to have some things, I reckon, by the end of, well, when the final shape comes out. But we do have a lot more things happening, so tune into the channel, give me a like and subscribe so I can keep you abreast of what's going on. We do also do live streams on the channel as well, so if you'd be interested in having a little look at those, give me a like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know the next time I either splat one out or go live. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage ho!